My name is Rhapsody, and welcome back to Curse the Dead Gods. Warmonger Claws, Ancient Buckler, and a Broken Longsword. Sure, that sounds good. We're going to be going in to the quest for Omnipotence again. We will eventually overwhelm it, overcome it. Let's go for this path. Gold into stats, into question mark into stats, into gold into weapon. Just in case we need a weapon before the boss, but regardless, I'm really happy to get stats. Especially considering the fact that I am currently using the Warmonger's Claw, which scales 3 times up with Constitution. So I get to increase my damage whether I get Constitution or Dex. Plus 15% to critical damage. Sure, I use the teleport attack of the Claw quite commonly nowadays. Didn't used to. Definitely didn't used to. But I'm a little bit more consistent with it, I would say now. And thank heck, it's a good attack. Ooh. I don't think that trap in there means anything or will do anything. But we also have down here and then to the left. Especially if we're about to go and pay for stats. I really need all of these. Because what, 750 in order to get both of the stat upgrades? We can meet that. Did we already do this one? Yeah, we did. That's what we just backtracked from. Cool. So I'm pretty sure this is one of the rooms where we need to get the big guy to, there we go, tear down this wall, which he actually just did, despite the fact that I was about to say, but I'm not going to need him, because I got the broken longsword. That was one of the big reasons that I chose to go with this weapon kit. Oh man, it's an extra chest as well. It's so important to open that one. Plus 15 to lightning attacks. Actually going to be taking the gold. Yet again, it's based off of consideration that... Nice. It's down here too. It's based off of the consideration that I want to be able to get both of the stats without having to pay corruption for them. Because what you really want to do, because the corruption cost for stats doesn't increase, but the gold cost does. 1 perception, ranged weapon, scales with dex. Kills increased movement speed for 5 seconds. That's pretty good. I want the point of perception. But because their corruption cost doesn't scale, but their gold cost does, you want to buy the early ones with gold and then buy late ones with corruption. If possible. And then there's more enemies up here. Yep. Unfortunately, in order to get that greed kill, I had to then lose the next greed kill by taking a hit. Maybe I should have just tried to upkeep it with a different weapon and then finish off with the longsword. There are probably a few different ways to manage that better. Try and approach them in those ways in the future. Okay. Gotta make sure I have decent stamina before I roll through that, just in case. Just in case there's some real scary on the other side, I gotta roll back through. And then keep rolling away from the lightning orbs. I do like just instantaneously killing someone there. Blade Master goes down. Also get the ranged archer down. Plus 30% to critical damage. That's also really good. Alright. Yachts and Sishal. Okay, so no constitution there, which is a little bit unfortunate. I'm starting to be a bit sad that I didn't pick up the Swiftbow. Definitely a little bit of regret creeping in. That's scaled with. It was Dex, right? Not perception. I mean, every weapon scales with Dex, but it especially. Plus 33% to all healing effects. I mean, that's okay. I'll take the gold, I think, instead there, though. Ooh. You just dropped another set of Warmonger Claws? If these have an upgrade, which they don't, they'll be good, which they aren't. That's really annoying. We have Divine Perception. Gear found in chests or dropped by enemies has a high chance of being of a higher quality. So the higher quality would have been it having any modifiers on it whatsoever there. Oh well. I couldn't just pick it up, have a claw for each hand. I was trying to hold on to that for the shortest possible period of time, so that I could try and keep up the greed kill while launching in with that attack. I need to stop swapping to the bonus, the long hand. Oh, just short of being able to... Oh, just. Pretty short of being able to buy both of these. I may actually just buy Sishal's gift here instead. One problem I've been having recently is getting too much curse early. Oh my god, and then we have another attribute shrine in the next area. I should have gone for both then. I thought I was in that room already. Somehow I just erased the question mark in my head because I was like, yeah, okay, that's where my next stat shrine is going to be. Not before then. I don't really need you to open that door for me there, but I'm glad you did. -10 to the gold offering cost, sure. That's probably still not going to help us actually get the stats here, but sure. I'll take the 4% max health instead of the idea of stacking gold, which I am just not going to be doing. I need to use the gold to try and get myself an advantage in this dungeon. A more tangible advantage. Anything down in this way? Yes, there is, indeed. Maybe if the next one's Yachts and Sishal, I won't feel so bad. Yachts and Sishal, come on. Dang. Fine, let's go in Yachts' gift. I need to get out of the Warmonger Claws. I decided over the course of those two rooms that I'm not going to be scaling Constitution, so... God, these would already have plus 30% damage if I just... But I would also have a curse if I did that, right? So... There's something to be said for my temperance here. Plus 30% damage to fire attacks. Sure, we still don't have a weapon. We could let that influence the weapon we decide to take. I always take the leftmost path. Oh my god, you are kidding me, right? Oh, sorry, I always take the rightmost path. I'll take the gold from that one. I always take the rightmost path, but the leftmost path here is actually just a chest. So I've just been ignoring a bunch of chests. Feels like our early game is going to be helped a lot by getting more chests, by understanding the rooms that I need to get the big guy to open areas for me. Like, that feels like that's going to be absolutely instrumental to our future successes. Again, just get the Soul Reliquary down, then we can focus on everything else. Beautiful. 25% chance to automatically crooked parry. You know what? I'm going to go for the gold on that one as well. The idea here being that maybe I get quite a good relic without spending any curse. And then I remove the curse that we get from our natural explorations here. We're going to have to fight the boss with not great weaponry. Gold on the ground disappears after a short amount of time, but it increases as well. This actually may be a really good short-term benefit for us. That was really annoying. So I just took the 60 damage as well as 10 corruption there just because I rolled into the enemy and they blocked my path. Plus 200% agreed to goal time limit. Always a big fan of that one. Okay, that's definitely a path out of here. This one is not. Okay. Yeah. Finishes weaken enemies. I'll take that. This is going to be particularly good damage in the upcoming boss fight, which is the primary reason I've taken it here. Although there's also definitely a consideration that it's a much easier weapon to do... Whoop. Two of those disappeared. It's a much easier weapon to do skillful adaptation stuff with as a result of not being the slowest weapon in all of existence. 4% max health again. So we're getting a lot of relic drops, which I'm really happy with. That's happening as a result of perception being increased. It's also not good. They're not good. Amber Pendant. Increased max stamina by 1 as well as 3 dex. That's pretty damn good. I'll take that. I'll take that happily, in fact. Huh. I'll take that. There we go. See? Took it happily. Alright, boss. We've been doing well against you recently. Let's try and keep that one up. Now, finishers weaken the enemies, so I definitely want to try and use my spear against you wherever available. Oh, the orb has to come in. Rude of it to do so. Hang on. 2 weakened. 2 damaged. Yeah, unfortunately, all of those are kind of conspiring in their position at the moment to make sure that I didn't actually approach to go do any ranged attacking there. Wow, that sucked really badly in terms of its effect on our HP. So I know that I have to delay those rolls a little bit. But evidently I don't yet know exactly how long to delay them by. Alright, got him. We didn't take as much damage there as we could have. We could have taken, you know, anywhere up to 610 more damage. So I guess I'm glad that I didn't take those. Plus 30% damage in darkness. Great pickup. Finishes deal critical damage. I mean, I probably will take this, but I'm not happy about it. Negative 10 to the gold offering cost, I guess. And then... yeah, that's just a straight up replace as well. Maces are a bit slow for me, personally. We'll see how we can make this work. I'm pretty hopeful I'm going to find a weapon on this path. Which may be a pretty large mistake on my side. Plus 30% to poison attacks. We're not using fire. We are using poison 20% of the time on the mace. This also comes with 3 dex. But also I could just transmute this into 2 perception. Yeah, I'm going to transmute it into 2 perception because I feel like I'm probably going to end up replacing that one pretty soon anyway. So I might as well just replace it, but keep its perception, you know? So I don't need to rush my way around this room because we have the gold hourglass. So if there are other enemies here, I will just find them, likely within time. Huh. I'm glad I said likely and not definitely. Anyone down here? No? Okay, cool. It's not like there's a secret chest or... It seems like there should be a chest in this room. It's quite large. Evidently there is not, though. And this is a relic room into which I've ventured at the moment. So I think I'm looking for an anti-attrition relic right now. Health is a priority, but if I can only find anti-corruption, I guess I'll go with that. Hup, thumb. Nothing around here was breakable, right? I was pretty sure nothing around here was going to be breakable. Sure, let's go this way. Dang, locked behind us. Hope the other one wasn't actually just extra value that I turned down accidentally there. Three attacks, Ryan. The champion version of the archer does 3 attacks in a row. You're gonna have to remember this eventually. Well, 6 perception, that's really good. I'll take that over the fire. Hopefully this helps me find enough items to get good. Each greed kill restores 1% max health. It also comes with 7 perception. Yep, I'll take that. And I'll take it over the low-level onyx shards. Unfortunately, I will have to offer blood for this. It's my first blood offering in the game, though. Does get us a curse, but hopefully it's not too bad. 20% more damage in darkness. Enemies are revealed by light or when attacking. They are concealed in shadows, though. Interesting. I swear the baby's attacks go off before you can respond. I swear it. So I'm getting 10 health basically every enemy I kill. That's great. Well, as long as I'm killing them in a greed kill, right? I didn't even see them before they finished that attack. Come on, give me more enemies. I need more health. Well, guess there's none. Yeah, those traps aren't as dangerous as they would have to be for me to not just definitely enter that room every time I see it. Okay. Destroy the wall for me. Thank you. What you got up here? Ooh. Gold offerings remove 5 corruption. Comes with 2 decks as well. Or go just remove 8 corruption right now. I don't think it's better than any of my artifacts. So I'll just offer that for the 8 corruption. Silence there. There's just a couple enemies on the screen. Plus 20% for throwing weapons. We don't really use throwing weapons at the moment. I would change to a throwing weapon if I saw one that was particularly good, but without the guarantee of that, again, I think I will go for the -8 corruption there. Continually attempting to manage that corruption. At least when we can. There's nothing down this corner that I need to see. No, cool. Let's bail. My HP is not doing okay. Plus 15% damage in darkness with 3 decks on. Yeah, I'm taking the money there instead, just because the rest of my relics are, in my opinion, better than that one. Oh, an upgraded weapon. I just need one of you. Like, yes, I do plus 30% damage in darkness, but I still do need to see the enemies, so... Yeah, I'm gonna have to light things from time to time, unfortunately. Ouch. Ah! Ouch again! No. Got such high perception. Just drop an item. Okay, but that one's a relic, and I should have been more specific. It's a decent relic, too. I think I have to take the max health, though. Or the healing towards max health. Just making sure that that wall to the north was not one that this enemy could open for us. Nice. If that doesn't go up, I don't even need to run. That'll do it. Just wait. It destroys itself. It's just these mines. Getting a heck of a lot of gold out of this. If I live long enough to actually spend this gold, well, oof, it's over for y'all. Perfect. Ceremonial Dagger. Plus 3% base damage per point of perception. We have 39 perception, 29 perception. Extra damage against poisoned enemies. We don't really poison enemies or electrocute enemies, but it does plus 30% crit. Like, yeah, we have to take it, 100%. Plus 30% crit damage again. But I get 3 decks for turning it down. I'm probably going to change this Onyx Shards in the future to something else. So I don't want to replace it with this Onyx Shards and then replace this Onyx Shards with something else, you know? Golden Hourglass, maybe? Yeah, I'm no longer really getting that many greed kills. We're taking too much damage to really get that many greed kills at the moment. Despite the fact that greed kills are how we intend to actually keep our health up. Alright, so we're going to be using the ceremonial dagger a lot here. When I said a lot, what I meant is exclusively. Oh my god, it's just so effective. There we go, that's all our greed kills. Sidewinder sword. Plus 15% damage whilst in the light. Finishes cost no stamina. Let's take the max HP out of that one as well. Some good healing in this room. Alright, we will pay naturally to upgrade the ceremonial dagger again. And I believe what I'm going to do is go one more room and then upgrade it again. We'll go attributes here. Obviously, we're looking for perception. Should it be available? We take 10% extra damage. Sorry, we deal 10% extra damage in the light, but taking damage triggers a wave of darkness, extinguishing any fire source in a large zone. Okay, so we are light and then dark fighters, basically based on whether or not we've taken damage. That's kind of funny. We've got a lot of things that are incentivizing us to play in light or play in dark, but after we fail one of them, the other one's there to kind of clean up. So this weapon will automatically crit enemies from behind. Plus 30%. No, we'll lose corrupt. Well, we didn't even have any corruption to lose there, but it's fine. Still didn't want to trade the weapon. Yeah, this weapon is going to deal crits to enemies automatically from behind. With all of our crit bonuses, all of our perception, the fact it scales with perception, like, that is just going to destroy enemies, as you can see there, right? The difference being 100 and, on the inverse, 230 or something. Yeah, 233. Just doesn't really make sense to use any other weapon at this point. Look at that. Go. Got for us here. Plus 30% damage to poison attacks. We don't really poison attacks. I'll take the Constitution there. Alright. I don't think I've ever seen the chest in that room before, so... I may not have even seen that room in particular before, so... I'm glad to have found it here. A lot of the time when the archers do their jump away, I'm, like, definitely hitting them, but they're just not hittable at the time, which is fine, but also, 3 perception, no single source of damage you take can exceed that amount of HP. 15% of it, so nothing can deal more than 150 damage to me in a single hit, but unfortunately that's just not common at all. Until I start taking increased damage. Then this one just gets bought straight out. It makes more sense in a low constitution run. Definitely does. But there are still few hits that actually hit that cap. At least right now. There will definitely be more later. I was certain that that wasn't going to be fast enough. Our attack dashed us away from It's our attack dashed us away from that harpy, and they still just connect. They're downtown snipers. Do I legit just have to roll every time I hear the harpy screech? Because I've been trying to avoid that, because as I've said so many times, if you roll in an unnecessary position, what you're really doing is taking a loan out against your future survivability in that fight. Guess I gotta take out some loans then. This guy we're gonna be hitting from behind so constantly that the fight really should be pretty good. Okay. No! He hit me from behind. No! I keep assuming that I'm just going to be able to stagger him out of those hits. Obviously not. Attacking from the side were available is pretty good. I just thought I was going to be going straight for the kill there. Yep, I like, the fight was still short, but I could have done that so much better. Just by being a little bit less cocky about it. Deal to him. I need the enemies to be revealed, especially in the next area, so fine. We lift the shadow word. Gain 50% of damage taken in gold. Full perception. Heal 18% of the gold offering amount. That one's definitely coming with us. That's strong anti-attrition for us. That actually may just have to replace the Charles Pendant. It'll replace the Onyx Shards, I think, actually. And then I'm going to restore the 12% max HP with the Golden Mask here. Oh, gosh, that path looks good, doesn't it? And I am going to need a weapon. Okay. I'm going to have to be pretty picky about which of these shrines I actually purchase anything from. Don't be a Haven. Okay, it's not good. This room, don't be a weapon, don't be a waste of my time. Finishes cost no stamina, restore bond. Yeah, sure. That's gonna override the Slaver's Mace for us, because it's really not hard to override a weapon that I have no investment in whatsoever, because I refuse to use it. I mean, this one probably first then, right? Never mind, this one probably only then, right? Down in that direction either. Gosh, that took so much to accomplish what the dagger could have. And it was doing 50% extra damage the entire time as well. Because the adaptation. Definitely got to get out of the way of that one. That triggers off the next one. It's fine. At least it kind of future-proofs us a little here. Don't need to check this out. Beautiful. I mean, I did check this out anyway. So it's not that I don't need to, it's that I shouldn't have. Crit him mine. Got him. All right, gold chest. You have a... Extra perception's probably better, right? It's just low crit damage. That's worse. I'm going to transmute that one, actually. Passing through a door inflicts less corruption. I'm also going to transmute that one. Because all of the extra gold is going to be used. I can tell you that much. Look at the path. It's just shop, 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 shop. And how many divine favors do I have left? Do I have all? Yeah, I have all of my divine favors left, so we can be really picky. In terms of the relics we want. Maybe even in terms of the weapon. We should probably focus on the relics, though. There's 2 stats along there, isn't there? Yeah, there's 2 stats. We'll just be able to buy both of those. May have to buy one of those or 2 of those with corruption, though. Not going to be keen on it, but if it's got to happen, it's got to happen. Had to roll. I heard the heartbeat. Although I actually would have thought that was going to be too late of a roll. So 12% max health. Sure. Happy to have it. Negative 12 corruption. Also happy to have it. 3% is the lowest you can get on that modifier. So there's like 3 different levels of every relic. That's not to say like their level, the number directly above them right there. The 3, 3, 2, 2, 2, 2. Right? Because those affect the affix. So like a level 4 version of the Amber Pendant would be like plus 12 dex or something like that, right? But Onyx Shards, level 5, can even still have plus 15% to its critical damage. So the 3 levels are, you know, just 15, 30, and then 45 on a lot of them as well. This one by base, its normal is the stat affliction rather than having an affix as the stat. So this would actually have the stat affected by the level of the item itself. Obviously 10, 15, 30, 45 for the darkness there as well. Humble Tiara is 6, 12, 18, I think. And the one that we just saw was 3% healed when a enemy is killed by the environment, and that's the lowest at 3, 6, 9. So taking that, like, almost always you're looking for an upgraded version of it later on, but also the current version of it isn't good enough to really justify taking it over anything I'm currently holding. Okay, that's a champion version of the Soul Reliquary. Looks like we managed quite effectively there. Oh my god. Last time I had a good fight against those. Okay. Passing through a door inflicts less corruption. Extra max health when I walk through a door. I think I just reroll here. Perfect dodges restore 1 more stamina. Love it. Incredible. Plus 10 perception on it. That's really, really good. We should definitely be taking that. I'm going to take it over the Seychelle's Pendant this time. So max, like, we're only actually increasing our perception there by 4, right? But we still get the other effect. And as I've said so many times earlier, because I keep getting deprived of the ability to perfect roll by curses, I get perfect rolls consistently, and they are a huge part of my strategy for fighting big fights. Love it. There's this one over here as well. I'm trying to go through the paths I usually don't go through, and that paid dividend earlier on. Whether it ever will again, who knows? And it looks like I just got invited into a fight club here. Yeah, I would wager that wasn't the correct path, given the lack of almost anything there. Get bullied. Plus 20% base damage for whips. I'm going to lower the corruption by 12 there. Hell yeah. Now I'm not necessarily going to get corrupted as I go into the next area. Shows the northernmost exit on that. Which again, looks like that wasn't a particularly valuable exit to have chosen. Alright. More stats, please. Weapon or relic? You know what it is? It's relic, and it's relic because I am actually just going to be using the ceremonial dagger for the entire fight. At this point, it's going to be really difficult to find a weapon that is gonna be anywhere on the level of the dagger I've already spent so much time focusing on. 30% to lightning. Nope. So if I am going to be focusing on this weapon, if we take that as a given, then what's one of the most impactful things that I can get for that final fight? 4 dex, but it's negative 15% critical damage. Okay, I'll take the gold there as well. One of the best things I can get for that final fight will be either a bigger crit modifying relic or a anti-attrition relic that is based on critting. So specifically heal for 10% of the critical damage you've dealt. Would be precisely what I would be looking for. Fade out the mines when you can. There we go. Definitely a little bit of a slow, methodical clear of that room, but it managed. I thought I was going to be able to finish that off with the Sidewinder, because the Sidewinder doesn't need any stamina for its finisher, so I was just going to be hitting until the finisher went through, but dang. Yeah, we're not going to be taking a giant amount of gold into the final fight. We could have, in an alternate world, but we would have had to get this much earlier, and then I would have played around it. Negative gold offering cost, definitely not that. 45% damage against weakened enemies. We don't really weaken enemies at all. Ugh. Yikes. Perfect dodge. Just restore another stamina. I guess? I'm going to take that over the Amber Pendant. The idea is now perfect dodges restore 3 stamina. So as long as I hit any perfect dodges in the final fight, I'm just going to be kind of caked up on stamina at all times. Regular enemies spawn additional enemies when killed. Thankfully, the final fight does not have ads, so that shouldn't be too dramatically problematic for us. I could have sworn I did some perfect roll and perfect dodging in and amongst the start of that fight. Didn't really get rewarded adequately for it, I don't think. We've seen this one before. I said no before. Oh, wow. So south is actually the correct direction here? That's almost never the case. It feels weird to move out of a room in that direction. Kind of like going left on a Mario screen. Oh. Ow. Thankfully, our anti-attrition is actually really good, so... Not too worried about losing HP and then that just being lost for the entire rest of the run. Where otherwise, by now, I would be worried about that. Now, I know there's a baby down here somewhere. Oh, it's in the next room? Still gotta keep it in mind, because that baby is liable to ruin my life. No! Okay. Oh, phew. I had that bug a while ago where I couldn't get it to take my controller again until I restarted the entire game, and that was just unfortunate. Whew. Okay. Thankfully, there were no other enemies in the room at the time, or rather, we hadn't popped any other pods of enemies. So we didn't have to worry about all of the overwhelming stuff that can happen. Speaking of overwhelming stuff that can happen. Having ignored all of the bats there. Almost got us. 30% damage in darkness. Plus 5 perception. I mean, that's just better than the one we're currently holding for the same course. Greed kills restore 1% of myself. You know what? We can... Oh, no, but that's negative. That's good perception on that one right now, so we don't need that. Gold offering amount. I mean, the Humble Tiara is eventually going to get replaced, right? And we don't even know if we've got a shop in the next area. Here, I'm actually just going to take the damage. If I was certain that the next one was not a shop where I may want to instead spend my blood, I would have paid for blood there. For everything. Oh, okay, this is definitely not a shop. This is also actually like one of the worst situations for the dagger that I'm using right now. This dagger is very, very, very valuable as a one-on-one top. All right, got it. I don't have to be fast in this room, but I do have to not lose as much HP as I'm currently losing. Ow. Gold offerings remove corrupt. Well, 12% of max HP. Thank you. I needed that. Then we get a bunch of gold, which we get to take into the boss room. All right. Don't get flustered, Raps. That's what killed you last time. You were doing fine, and then you got flustered. Wow. Good work. Okay, that's a 3-strike, Raps. Remember that. They do the healing and parry at the same time. Remember, there's about to be something to dodge there. Re-attack. See, perfect roll Wraps. Fine on that one. Got him. Boom! We are omniscient, omnipotent, and whatever the other one was, because it didn't follow the same structure. It took us a few episodes to get here. Yes, it will take us far fewer to do it again. Hell yeah. Dark Avatar of the Eagle. Down. The hiccups at the moment, apparently. Come on. Blood Emblem acquired. One new exploration available. We'll check out what it is. It is this, the very tippy top. Awakening of the Dead Gods. Cross all 3 temples and overcome each dark avatar. Door corruption has increased. Reach the tombs of the dead gods and prepare for the final battle. I cannot wait to see what the heck that's even referring to. What do we want to do first, though? Unlock one of these. Your physical attacks, non-elementary, have a 50% chance to turn into fire attacks, just giving you fire attacks consistently. Fire illuminates further. All damage taken is reduced by 20% while in the light. Don't know if that's the modifier I really want to go for here. Maybe we just get another altar or upgrade the base effects of those altars. It's impossible to tell because that's not going to be happening right now. For the moment, though, my name is Rhapsody. The name of the game has been Curse of the Dead Gods. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves. There's a playlist in the description down below with all my content of the Game Pass, for the future, and hopefully we'll see you next time!